Well, good morning, everyone. It's John Neal here. It is Friday, the 19th of January 2024. Must remember 24. And I'm only going to go for a little drive out in the car. A bit cold to cycle again. Just have a look at one or two features nearby on the A5. Tell you more about it later. There's an opportunity here to get out because today is the last day it's going to be like this. It's clear, it's still, and it's bright. It's beautiful. Just look at these trees against the sky. Love it. So I'm going to go out. It's going to be wet and windy later on. So today's the last day, I think, I've got to fly the drone. So I'm going to go out in the car this time, but there's a problem. Oh no! I'm going to have to use Mother Nature to defrost the car. And so I've got to manoeuvre the car into the sunshine, and you're wondering why I've got it with the door open. You can see the windows are completely opaque. I can't see anything. So I've only got to go a short distance backwards, but I needed the door open to see what I was doing. The Skoda car manufacturers provide you with an ice scraper, which is hidden behind the petrol cap. One edge is striped like this, not quite sure why, but the other one is flat and looks a very good ice scraper actually. So while the car is defrosting, let me just tell you what the plan is. Somebody commented that up on the A5 just outside Nuneaton here, they're building lots of new houses, but there was a particular site called A5 Aquatics, and the land there was sold and there's houses built there, and somebody said they're all empty, which would be a bit odd. So that's one thing I might have a look at. The other thing is there is a Muslim college opposite there, down a long driveway, and they were very, very lovely people there and came and gave us some food one Eid. I've mentioned this before, which is very nice. So I was talking to one of my Muslim friends in town about the place, and he says it's finished now, it's closed. So I could take the drone and try and fly over the top of there and see what's going on, because they had some quite interesting sort of Islamic buildings there as well. So that's the other thing. And then, while we're on that theme, further along the road at the top of Hingham Lane and to the left is the King's Lodge, which is used to be whim, and it's to do with the Young Christians ministry, and people come from all over the world really to go there to train to become missionaries, and then go off and teach Christianity to the rest of the world. They feel the need to do that. I know of this place because I've been there quite a few times, and when I was teaching up at the school, the top here, we had some children from there, and it was wonderful experience. I'll tell you one little story, if you like, while I'm waiting for the car to warm up. And that's, there was a lad there, he was about 10, who turned up at the school because his parents had come to the Christian centre. And he was tall. He was from South Africa, and he was tall, white, blonde hair, and quite athletic little lad for a 10-year-old. And I play guitar, as you may well know, and we were doing some singing in the school. And we were talking about something. He says, "Oh, I know a song. I know a song about that." Won't do the accent. He says, "I know a song about that." I said, "Really? Yeah. You want me to sing it?" I went, "Yeah." Now, what boy would stand up in a class of 10-year-olds and just sing a song in front of everybody, even without being prompted? Well, in South Africa, they sing a lot, which is fantastic, and that's terrific. So he stood up and just let forth and sang this song. It was wonderful, and it's the sort of singing that I would fully approve of, because if you ask people to sing, they've either got to be drunk or stupid, they think. So it was quite an eye-opener, a fascinating little example of the internationalism. And you can often see groups of people walking down the road here, obviously from different parts of the world, and more often than not they're up at the King's Lodge. So with all the car windows clear, I made my way along the A5 and turned into the entrance to the Islamic College. There's some new houses on the left, which are very nice ones actually. And here's a post office van about to enter to deliver to the college, so it must be operational. It wasn't the best place to fly the drone from, so I thought I'd take another angle and go across the fields to Bar Lane. Didn't drive across the fields, of course. Went through Hingham Village. But you know what I mean. Here we are in Hingham Village, and down the far end of the village is Bar Lane. Turned down there, but I wasn't really sure where I was going to go and park and fly the drone from. So I ended up down here, lovely little lane. Look, you can see why it's lovely to walk along. And I ended up bumping into this gentleman, Mr. Brian Green, who lives in this house. We had a wonderful chat. So when was your house built?
My house was built in 1934. Leicester, Dixon and Jeffcott.
Solicitors?
The solicitors.
Yeah.
Leicester.
Uh-huh.
So Leicester lived here.
Wow.
Then.
Mm.
A Canadian, American, who was the chief of design, the chief designer at Peugeot in Coventry, right?
Yeah.
Lived here. And in 1970, 75 maybe, they closed Peugeot, didn't they?
Yeah.
Took it all back to France. And I bought it then.
So how long you been? When was that?
That would be in 1975.
Right, gosh. Brian had owned and run an engineering factory and was a fine engineer himself. He was a lovely character, and he let me have a fly with the drone from the front of his house, and he was quite fascinated with it, of course. Of course, everybody loves a map, especially Jim, and this is the college and the entrance to it, but I didn't go up there. In fact, I went along here, back along the A5, into Hingham Village, Bar Lane, along the little lane here, which is a dead end, and this is the house that I'm at. And then I flew over the college from there. This is the Hijaz College, and you can see on the right hand side of the picture a green domed building, which I presume is some sort of a mosque type establishment. I'm a man of my word, and I said I'd have a look at the Youth with a Mission building, which is over here. So I'm going to take a walk over, and I can also take in some of the other stuff that's here, which is this new sewer line. They've come on a bit further with it. So let's have a bit of a nosy in there as well. This is from the King's Lodge website. From the heart of England to the heart of the nations, the King's Lodge is an international Christian community called to disciple, equip and release young people locally, nationally and internationally. We are a diverse community of people from various cultural, religious and societal backgrounds with like-minded hearts to know God and make Him known. Anyhow, changing tack completely, let's cross over the road and see how these engineering works are getting on to put this new sewer line in from Hinckley to Hartshill. There's plenty of new pipes there, and this is where it looks like the pipeline is going to go under the roundabout, tunnelling underneath and emerging on the other side. And if you just turn around and come back, you can have another view off towards Hartshill. Right, I've finally got King's Lodge done as well, and now I've got to try and sign off with this traffic, relentless traffic on the A5, coming both ways, making a lot of noise. So I think the best thing to do is wait until I get back into the car where it's nice and quiet. Busy out there, but that's everything done that I promised, which was the Muslim college, but I didn't get to the bottom of the houses which are built on the A5 aquatic bit. I couldn't get around to there, so sorry about that. Maybe somebody will tell me what's going on over there, but apparently they look like they were occupied, but I don't know if they all were. But it's a separate little housing development, which is a bit strange. But lovely chat with Brian down Bar Lane. That was terrific. And yeah, and then finally got the King's Lodge in as well, which is nice. But that's it. The weather today, as you can see, absolutely perfect. It's clear, still and sunny. Fantastic. Apparently it's going to be windy, wet and horrible next week, so that's why I had to get out today and get this done. Plenty there. Right, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Thank you for watching, and you will see me next time. Oh yes, oh yes. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh yeah. Got to be done. Got to be done. Bye-bye.